This month's TV 47 Star Student of the Month from Childersburg High School is brought to you by Curtis and Son Funeral Home.
And we welcome Tavaria Johnson this morning. And Tavaria, it just seems like last year we were together.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
It was. Thank you.
Star Student of the Month. Tavaria was with us last year and is back again in her freshman year at Childersburg High School. What are some of the differences from moving on up to your freshman year from last year?
Well, first of all, I've moved my GPA up. I currently have a 4.0 GPA. I'm still in all AP classes. This year I tried to reach out more and participate in more clubs, such as, soccer. I stayed in band. Now I do cross country still. I'm in Key Club, FBLA. So I'm just trying to maintain all these things and just trying to keep that going.
Other than that, you're not busy at all, right?
Yes, sir, pretty much.
Talk about your family a little bit.
I live with my mom and my grandmother. My family is very important to me. I also have a little sister. So part of the reason why I do what I do is for her to set that boundary.
How old is she?
She's in third grade.
Okay.
She's about 8 years old. So I'm just trying to set that goal and that standard for her to let her know this is important, to do everything that you can for your community and do everything for yourself, kind of be independent, just reach out and, just reach out and do what you can.
Being your first year at the high school as a freshman, what are some of the differences taking that step into high school from?
I think most definitely was having to deal with other people other than my peers that I've grown up with. Most of the time I'm dealing now with 10th, 11th, and 12th graders. And even still now, I still try to influence my upperclassmen, and I still try to help them. I'm going to say more so is letting them know that your instruction and your influence is a good one, and I'm taking it into consideration and putting it into my life, using what you've done for the school and putting it and trying to do more to leave a legacy like you have.
Tavaria Johnson, who is our Star Student of the Month, she's a freshman at Childersburg High School, about to move into the month of March. What's next and what remains for the rest of the school year for you?
Definitely maintaining the A honor roll. In March, I'll be taking a few trips with band. I'll be going to Disney, and there we won't just be, having a good time and enjoying yourself, but we're going to be recording a playlist for Disney as well. So that has definitely opened up a door for me as a musician to go further and to prove myself as a ninth grader that, I'm here for a reason and I'm doing these things for a reason. So March is definitely going to be a very influential month for me.
And going to Disney is not a bad trip, is it?
No, it's not at all, sir. It's not at all.
Maintaining that A honor roll, that above the fray average, I know that's certainly important to you.
It really is. I know I need that, especially for college. I want to be a neurologist, and so I have to have that kind of bar set for me if I want to, get accepted into good universities. I have to say, okay, well, she's maintained all A honor roll in AP classes through 4 years of high school. That's a very good thing, So I do take pride in my school, and I do take pride in that average that I've maintained.
How do you avoid the outside noise? How do you avoid that in keeping your goals and your future in focus?
I know that it's all a mental thing. If I keep a good mindset that I'm determined and that I want to do these things later on in life, then I know, okay, well, I need to stay focused, as well as I surround myself around good influences, my peers, family, my faith. All these things are helping me to just stay focused and to stay strong. And I also think about people are looking at me, people are saying, how do you act under pressure? How do you maintain all these things? Well, I just want to stay focused and keep a good mindset.
The FBLA, you're a part of that, and that's exciting for you too.
Yes, sir, it is. I enjoy FBLA. It's mostly community and volunteer work, which is nothing wrong with that. I love to volunteer. I love to give back and just really make a good impact. I truly do. That's probably the reason why I want to be a doctor, is because I want to save lives. I want to help people who really can't help themselves, So just by volunteering, FBLA has opened that door for me.
Why are you, as a freshman, I can sense it not only in your voice, but in your spirit. you're serious about this. This is a direction you've chosen to go, and nothing's going to keep you from doing it.
Nothing at all. I just think it's my community. I see that it is kind of needed for us to leave a legacy and for us to really care. If we're just walking around not doing nothing, we're just tearing our community down. We're not doing nothing. I want to leave a positive impact on my community. I cannot stress that enough. So I just simply think about how it is like an obligation for me. I'm obligated to do good. I'm obligated to leave a good impact because this is where I grew up. This is my home. I don't want to leave it, in a bad place when I do move on later on in life.
Do you try to encourage your fellow students?
Oh, yes.
As well?
Yes, I do. I let my peers know, and even, when you're down or you walk around, they just put a smile on your face, keep pressing forward. Things are going to test you, but just stay focused, really. I do try to stress that to them a lot.
Tavaria Johnson is our Star Student of the Month. And who's someone that's made an impact in your life?
I think definitely I would say my mom. She's where I get my independent spirit from. She helps me to stay focused and to stay grounded. She's very focused herself. She has goals that she sets for herself and she reaches those goals. So she has definitely implanted that spirit in me. I think it's genetics also that has to do with it as to why I'm just so blessed just to have her in my life. She's definitely my biggest impact. My grandmother is also the same way. So I guess it's just passed down. It's a thing that just goes in the family. Everyone's
you talk about
like
your education and some of the groups you're involved in, and you mentioned that you're on the cross country team. Is that right?
Yes, sir. I ran cross country this year. For those who don't know, it is a running sport. We run 3 miles over open terrain, and it's definitely it's really, really challenging. It really is. Even third and fourth year people, they still struggle with it. That's how intense that the sport is, and it definitely tests your mental ability, your mindset. So that kind of helped me too with staying focused and knowing how to be determined to run cross country.
How do you make it that distance? I mean, as far as your mindset and stuff is concerned.
I have to know, I put myself in this position. I'm in a race. I have to be willing to start and to finish, whether I be the first runner or the last runner, the third runner or the fourth runner. I have to know that I've put myself in this position, so I need to press forward. I need to represent Childersburg as good as I can, as well as I can.
Tavaria Johnson, who is our Star Student of the Month this morning. You love your community.
I do. I truly do.
The town of Childersburg. And can you see yourself in the future really giving back, even as an adult, to your community?
I think so. I truly do see myself trying to at least do everything I can, whether it be going out one day and picking up trash on the side of the road or simply donating back money after I've built that level for me. But I do definitely see myself trying to impact Childersburg even in my adulthood.
Mm-hmm. As a freshman, you got a lot ahead of you, and you want to major in neuroscience.
Yes, sir.
What is a neurologist?
A neurologist is a doctor who studies and performs surgery on the brain and the spinal cord, having to do with the brain and just studying the brain, the complexity, how it works, and diagnosing people who may have mental illnesses and possibly performing surgeries such as on tumors, removing various cancers from off the spine. So different things interfere with neuroscience and neurology.
Why did you choose that field?
I cannot explain this enough. Neuroscience is just, I say it's where it's at. It's the brain. The brain conducts everything for you. How I'm talking right now, that's my brain. Over 14 years, my brain has grown and my brain has expanded to the fact to where I've just developed this love to study it and just to know, this complex organ. Okay, this is what's going on. I just really want to know. I'm very curious as to how it works and why.
As a freshman, finishing up your freshman year at Childersburg High School, what's the biggest challenge you face?
Definitely staying focused on my grades. Back in marching band season, I was also running cross country along with all of my AP work. So it was very hard during the fall season to kind of maintain everything. But I got through it and I maintained the A average, and I got through marching band season, performed well in marching band season and in cross country season. So I think that was the biggest struggle of my freshman year, was maintaining all three of those things.
Tavaria Johnson, our Star Student of the Month. She's a 9th grader over at Childersburg High School. She was our Star Student as a 8th grader last year, and she's back this year. And, right before we go, something that's very important, and I know you excel at this, the SGA Good Citizenship Award. Now, this was nominated and voted on by the teachers, and this was in the 8th grade. That's a high honor for you.
It is. I was truly happy that they recognized all the work that I was doing, and even if I didn't get recognized, it would have been okay with me just to know, I have done this. So whether it went noticed or unnoticed, I know that I was going to get blessed for it in any way possible. So
continued success.
Thank you.
Tavaria Johnson, 9th grader at Childersburg High School, our Star Student of the Month. We've got more coming up. Eating Out with Jim Green is just ahead.
This month's Star Student of the Month has been brought to you by Curtis and Son Funeral Home and TV 47.